So, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I've had some views on some of the videos we've made. And honestly, for me, like, it isn't about me getting views or my videos becoming monetized or making money. More or less, the videos are just for my own, to keep myself in check, to keep myself accountable. And I know when Friday rolls around and I've got to take those pictures, I'm either going to see a difference. Well, regardless, I'm going to see a difference because of the fact I'm either going to notice that my stomach is bloated because I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or I'm going to notice that I'm looking better. And I'm going to be honest with you, the measuring stick shouldn't be, to me anyway, your measuring stick should not be how big or how small, or if stuff's starting to fit or starting to not fit. I think your measuring stick should be, are you enjoying life? Are you enjoying the blessings that you have? But I kind of went through a weak spot there where I didn't really feel like doing my workouts, and discipline is greater than motivation, because I wasn't feeling motivated, but I still done something. And that's my advice to you. If you're not feeling motivated, do something anyway. If you don't feel like doing your DDPY, go take a walk. If you don't feel like hitting the gym, go for a jog. Do something. Find yourself doing something. That's the most important thing. But to kind of go along with what I just said, your mental health is probably the most important. And just to share with you a little bit of my backstory, I guess, if you want to say it that way. November the 18th, 2011, I lost someone very important to me, and I didn't realize how important that person was until they were gone. And it was my dad. He died. He lost his battle to stage 4 lung cancer. And I really, I had a hard time dealing with it. And to this day, I still have moments where I'm having a hard time dealing with it. And I think it's going to be an everlasting journey until I leave this world behind. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is grief or depression or anxiety or even stress. Because as the provider for my home, as men and women, because there are women that provide for their home, single moms, or even, husbands who can't physically go out and work for whatever reason, disabled veteran or disabled or anything. It's a myriad of things that could be. But we put a lot of stress on ourselves. Stress on ourselves to be successful, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I think everyone should strive to do something. But, you have to be aware of your mental health. And I hope that this helps somebody, because, for years, and like I say, to this day, I still struggle, but for years, I struggled with the loss of my dad. I'm talking 4 years probably or better that I struggled with losing my dad. And, as I said, it's an everyday thing. But don't, and guys are the world's worst for it, because women are emotional creatures anyway. We hold everything in. We have to be a tough guy. We got to be the strongest member of our family. You got to be strong for your mom. You got to be strong for your dad. You got to be strong for your brothers and sisters. Who is being strong for you? I mean, it's okay. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to let it out. Every emotion that you feel is okay to express. And, you know, for so long dealing with that, I felt that it was imperative for me to just push my emotions, to push my feelings to the side, to not allow myself to feel. So just that theory of having to hold it all in and be strong for other people really messed me up for a long time, because I didn't want to trouble my mom with what was going on. I didn't want to trouble my siblings with what was going on. I didn't want to trouble anybody with what was going on, because usually when people have problems or they have issues, I'm the person that they want to come and talk to. I'm the person that they depend on, that they rely on to be a listening ear, or to try to give the very best advice that I can. And I don't mind that, but don't ignore your emotions. If you're dealing with grief, if you're dealing with stress or anxiety or depression, don't ignore it. Don't push it to the back. Robin Williams said, I can't quite remember the quote, so I'm going to paraphrase it for you, that people that hurt the most or deal with depression will often try their very best to make other people feel better because they know what it's like to feel worthless. I think that was almost word for word how it was, but regardless of the fact, don't be afraid to go to somebody. If you don't want to go to somebody in your family, tell a coworker that you trust, tell a friend that you trust, find somebody that you can confide in. Don't be afraid to open up, because it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous to pack that around. The weight of that is it's unbearable. Grief is not for one person to have to carry around, because that will, in turn, it will kill you. It's not made for just one person to bear that burden. We're supposed to be there for each other. Find a friend, find a coworker, even if you have to seek professional help, do not be ashamed to do so. I mean, sometimes people feel more comfortable telling their issues to a rank stranger, because I don't know, I guess because they don't feel judged, or they don't feel as if their own problems will be pushed to the side by someone else. But do what you've got to do. This up here is the most important thing. Making sure all your ducks are in a row upstairs is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. I mean, granted, your physical health is very important to take care of yourself. But I mean, what good is your physical body if you're not sane enough to enjoy it? Well enough mentally to be able to enjoy your physical health. And it doesn't take a really long time for someone to just say, "Hey, is everything cool?" And I don't mean like, "Hey, is everything cool?" Just a couple minutes. "Hey, is everything all right?" That was a coworker outside the car I waved at. But are you okay? Are you all right? Is things at home okay? I know you lost such and such You all right with that? Or do you want to talk about it? You don't have to be overbearing. But if you sense that there's an issue, please act on it. You know, we never realize what someone else is going through. Just because our life is going great and fine and well doesn't mean that everyone else's is too. For me, I think depression and anxiety is a silent killer. But you know, with November coming up and it being for me, sometimes it's a very painful time of year, I thought that I would take this platform and this opportunity to express the importance of your own mental health and your own emotional health, and being aware of that, of others around us. With so many celebrities that we've had who have taken their own life, I think now there's a heightened sense for the emotional health of others. And, you know, I just want to continue that. If you are struggling with depression, if you are struggling with anxiety, you know, today I hope I can send good vibes your way. You know, there is hope. It may seem like it's pretty lost, pretty hopeless, but I promise, if you'll just push forward, if you won't neglect your emotions, if you'll actually open up and talk about them and, you know, let somebody know, hey, you know, I've got this going on. Most people will take that extra step to listen to what's going on. Even if you don't feel like it's a big deal, even if you feel like you may waste someone's time, you know, don't let ending your life feel like the only solution, because it's not. There's professional help out there. You know, you have friends, you have family. You may not feel like it, but you do. And I seen something earlier today that said suicide doesn't end your hurt. It passes it along to someone else. And, you know, that's 100% true. I have a coworker who lost her brother-in-law to he committed suicide. And, you know, and she tells me about her husband who doesn't really talk about it a lot, or doesn't really deal with it a lot. She just notices that he gets really quiet, and that's the time that you should take initiative and notice that something's going on. And you know what? Whoever it is may not even say anything, but you're letting someone know that you care. You're letting someone know that, hey, I've noticed a change in you. Do you need to talk? Do you need someone to talk to? That's worth its weight in gold sometimes. But take inventory of your emotional and mental health. That's my topic for today. Hope you guys got something out of it. I hope you guys are able to help someone. And if you need help, I pray that you find it. Whether it be professionally or even just talking to a friend or a loved one. Don't ever let the last step that you take be the one that ends your life. Because I've never had it happen, but I'm sure it's probably the most painful and confusing thing for survivors. Because, you know, they never asked, they never said anything. But I love you guys. Hit the mat today. Try your best. Change your mindset. Change your life. I love you guys.